Hey, what's up? This is Calvin Richardson, and you're watching Wide Waddie.
Across 110th Street, pimps trying to catch a woman that's sweet. Across 110th Street, pushers won't let the junkie go free. Hey, across 110th Street, a woman trying to catch a trick on the street. Across 110th Street, you can find it all in the street. Yeah, yeah.
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, I got in the music business quite a few years ago. In I don't really want to date myself, but anyhow, I got in the music game, man, through a mutual friend that was in the music business, you know. And so, I mean, I was singing my whole life, you know. I grew up singing. So, well, my style of music, I think the only way to describe it is, you know, just soul music. So, Facts of Life, the Soul of Bobby Womack, is actually a tribute to Bobby Womack. My rendition of some of Bobby Womack's greatest songs, what I felt like was some of Bobby Womack's greatest songs. You know, I was a longtime fan of Bobby Womack and still am, remains to this day, and will be for life. And so, you know, that was my way of paying homage to the great one, Mr. Bobby Womack. My musical influence, I say number one, I start with Mr. Bobby Womack. And gospel music, obviously, I grew up in the church, so Willie Neal Johnson, the gospel keynotes. I grew up with Casey and JoJo. We grew up singing together, man, and Little Cedric and the Haley Singers. Well, my whole career has been a challenge, you know, so it didn't start these days, you know. It started out of my whole career, man, like, you know, just trying to keep real music with substance in it. When I say real music, that's actually what I mean. This music that has substance in the lyrical contents, the melodical contents. You know, it's always a challenge when you got, you know, when you battling against what's commercially correct or what's, you know, being sold out there. So that's always been a challenge for me, man. But you know, hey, I'm focused on the destination, man, and don't get caught up in the journey, you know. Well, you know, I think out of all those people, man, it was great working with Babyface. I learned a lot from Babyface. You know, Raphael Sadiq, you know, Andy Stone, all of those are great people, artists within their own rights. But I think the number one person that really influenced me and like that really gave me some advice that stuck with me through it all, and he told me this is what he told me. He told me that, you know what I mean, he said, I never had a number one hit. I never had a record that even made it to the top 20. I never had a record that, he said, radio never really wanted to support my record. They didn't even want to play me. And that person, you know, I did a concert with him. I did a few shows with him back in this year. And, well, actually it was in '09. And that was Frankie Beverly and Mays. He told me, you know, just continue doing what I'm doing. Just focus on making great music, and everything else, it'll come, you know. And so, like, Frankie Beverly is my number one hero. When we made that song, man, I knew right then what it was. You know, I knew what it could be. I put it like that. And, you know, with the proper support. And, you know, when me and Babyface went in the studio and we collaborated and came up with the song, and, you know, and I recorded it and did it, you know, I was on Hollywood Records at that particular time. And before that album came out, they decided, you know, that they wasn't going to put the album out. And, you know, which was a terrible decision on their part. But, you know, it don't take away from the music. You know, that song, we wrote that song like 5 years ago. And, you know, great music stands the test of time. You know, and Charlie Wilson, when he heard the song and he loved it, he sang it exactly the way that I put it down. And, you know, he did a great job with it, man, and it brought him great success. And, you know, once again, it goes back to what, you know, what I always knew, man. Like, musical substance, man, will always It'll always be around. Man, you know, that was the top for me. You know, the Grammys is the Super Bowl for the music business, man. And so just being acknowledged and nominated, man, and recognized for the work that, you know, I've done, it was a great moment for me. And, you know, and I'm just, you know, looking forward to, you know, what's to come after this. But like I said, my number one focus is, man, is the music, you know, and just being recognized for it is a great thing. Well, actually, I just last week I just finished up it was like a 20-something city tour with the Blues Is All Right. I was out there with Lenny Williams, Marvin Cease, Shirley Brown, a lot of those blues artists, man. Because one of the songs that I put out on When Love Come, sang them, what crossed over into the blues market. So I was able to get out there and work on the blues in that blues market, man. And I'm also in a play called The Lord Will Make a Way, which is, you know, running right now. I think we got a few more cities that we got to hit, and it's steady expanding. And so we've done a number of cities, and you know, I'm out there doing my own thing as far as like doing my spot dates in city to city, you know, just Calvin Richardson shows. So, and I have a new album that I'm working on. I'm in the, in the studio in the process of recording that and trying to get that out probably late August of 2010. And so, you know, I'm staying pretty busy these days. What's up, Debbie? I'm in Kansas City. I'm pretty. You know, it's hard for me to hold down a relationship because you know no one wants to play second to the music. You know, that's my number one. And so you know until I can't even say when until will be, but because that is my number one, and then everything else like kind of falls in place after that. So get at your boy. I grew up, the church that I went to was a little small church down in the South. We probably, honestly, there was probably like 30 people, the members, you know, back in you know, it's a little small country church, man, and it was mostly made up of family. But the name of the church was Ellen Grove Baptist Church. I grew up in a Baptist church, started singing there, and we didn't have a choir. We had quartets, you know what I mean? The kids, there was like 5 of us, man. We was the group. We was the entertainment after the pastor. Well, my legacy is really just, you know, keeping soul music alive. Once again, like I said, just keeping substance and letting people know that's out there that real music still has a place in the world. MP3s. Unsung. Jodeci. Sorry, Fantasia. I'm gonna say R&B, man, because neo soul, you know, I really don't know where they came from with that little category right there, but you know, it's all R&B, man, you know, but I'm soul music to the heart. Man, well, my way is Zach, record label Zach. I'm gonna say Oprah's TV show because there'd probably be more people watching. To all of my fans out there, I just want to really say I appreciate you for being there for me through the years, through the ups, through the downs, and you know when everybody else said I couldn't do it, all of y'all that said I can, I really love you and I'm gonna prove you right. Thank you.
Oh, a woman's gotta have it. I believe it. Yeah, she wants to know that she's needed around. When you kiss her, you gotta make her feel it. Every time, boy, she wants to know that she's not walking on shaking.